Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and we're picking up on the 22nd of August 1991. The game's on pause for a reason which I'll talk about in a little while. But first, I've got something quite important to say to you guys, and that is the fact that this series is rapidly coming to an end for two reasons. One, I've done most of the things related to waste that I already wanted to do. And the second reason is that the economy is slowly falling apart. I'm developing increasingly serious fuel shortages, although I'm supplementing that now by importing fuel, mainly in the bottom part of the map. But also, I'm going to have to seriously start considering importing fuel in this part of the map as well. The reason for that is I've got so many waste trucks running around now, and the distribution system wasn't set up there because we've only got the single oil refinery down the south with about 6 or 7 oil wells, and the sheer amount of fuel consumption that's going on is colossal. The other problem is that I've developed power problems in this area, and the reason for that is that this power station here can't cope with the what's going on. I can't. Oh yeah, you can just see it here. It's maxed out. So what I've done as a temporary solution to try and keep things going is put in a geothermal power plant there, but it's really just patching up the economy. And I think the problem is like I was hoping to build a city over here, but with all the different problems that are developing, I just can't see me holding it all together. So the lifespan of this series now is defined on a few more things I want to do related to waste, and then I'm going to bring the series to an end. But then that gives me a bit of a dilemma, because what my original plan for the next series was an early start around 1900, but I can't start that series until this update is in the stable branch and the modders have had a chance to update all their mods, because obviously an early start is very dependent on mods. There's also a bit of an issue around the availability of waste trucks in the early period of time, and as I mentioned in the previous video. But so I'm just going to ask you guys a question. That is that if I wind this series up and the update has not been released into the stable branch, what I'm thinking about doing is a short series, probably just starting on a random map, just to get experience a little bit about starting off in realistic mode. But that series will only run until such time as the update's gone into the stable branch and the modders have had a chance to update. And as soon as the conditions are right, what I want to do then is get embark on my early start, probably 1900. The reason for that, and just to kind of clarify, the reason why I really want to do a 1900 start, because I'm assuming that this is going to be the last major update for the game before it actually goes fully delivered. And to kind of celebrate that event is, I just really want to do that early start. If any of you follow the channel, you'd be aware that I attempted the Four Corners series, which collapsed because of the updates. So I think the time is now coming right that I can actually have another go at repeating that series. Anyway, that's the current situation. I'll be very interested in your input and opinions. If you want to see something that maybe is a little bit different, feel free to chuck it into the comments. And so what we're going to do now, and I suppose I better start by explaining why the game is on pause. And this is one of two reasons. You can see I've got a massive traffic jam here. And I've got a top tip for you guys. Once you start playing with waste management, pay every time you get a message up here that says traffic jam, pay attention to it, because you get these whole problems here related. Now what's happened here is, if I click on here, it says it's waiting, and if I go to the repair depot, you see we've got no aluminium, because I brought aluminium into there, but I didn't bring aluminium into here. So we've got a bit of a problem here, and I think the only way I can fix it is to come out here and just come up here, get on the border. We have to import aluminium. Luckily, I've got a very strong actual economy at the moment. I can afford to do this, otherwise it wouldn't work. And then what we need to do is, where is it? Repair, bring in the aluminium. But that's not going to fix that in the short term. But I think the only way I can do this, because we need to clear this. See, the problem is that what's happened is I've got this guy here. I think he's repairing one of these helicopters. To go to the, I think it's this one. And what was happening is that I think there was two repair bases operating here, but this truck's got stuck here. And what you can see here is we've now got 3 fuel trucks here, and there's only one drop-off point. And this is why I was saying about it's very important to pay attention to traffic jams. But so what I'm going to do is see if I can move you to here. I think this will work. I think I've done it before. Just speed the game up a little bit. And see now straight away the trucks come in here. Well, I just want to watch this guy and see what's actually going to happen. And of course these trucks are queuing up because the fuel problem. Let me just look here. Let me just see. No, it's not that truck. Okay, so these guys are going somewhere else. Anyway, so what I'm going to hope to do is allow this to get running and get situation. Oh no, what's this guy? Let me just see if we go that way. Will he actually see? So he's now coming and blocked, but the fuel trucks aren't there now. So I have to keep an eye on that. Now, the next traffic jam I've got is up here. This one's a little bit more subtle. And again, it's another consequence. Oh no, it's actually cleared itself. What was actually going on here, I had another vehicle repair going on here. And what had happened is that this guy had run out of fabric because he was pulling the fabric from right the way down there, and because he ran out of fabric, there was a truck stuck in here which was blocking the traffic here. But obviously when I let the game run, he must have got a delivery of fabric. So again, there's a very key kind of point here in the fact that, why have I got that truck there? You need to get back onto the route line. Yeah, so there's a very key point here that when you these vehicle repair bays really do need to be supplied with the materials, and that has to be a reliable supply. What you will get is these traffic jams because these trucks go into buildings and block them off. So a very key top tip, guys, going forward, pay attention to the fact that you are anything. This message up here says traffic jam, check it out immediately, because otherwise you're just gonna have an absolute nightmare. The other thing I want to get into is we're up here. I want to start getting this done. We nearly got this finished. This guy's nearly there with respect to thing. But what I will need to do now is set up this distribution office, because I want to start bringing the stuff down from here. But we've got fertilizer, because what's been happening is the biowaste has been put in here and it's decomposed into fertilizer. And also I've had exactly the same problem. I've got a tiny little bit of fertilizer. If I get down to here, I think balancing the fertilizer and the biowaste is a real pain in the neck, because I think I've got a really tiny little bit of fertilizer in here, and what that means is that I can't deliver the biowaste here until we've got rid of that fertilizer. So I've got a plan. It's probably the best way to describe it. I've got no idea whether this is actually going to work, but we're going to give it a go, because when you're transporting biowaste around these bases and you're not using the collection points, you can have a bit of a problem. I've got an extra couple of trains in here as well, And what I want to do is, I think this is the bio waste. This has got the fertilizer. What I'm going to do is say fertilizer bio waste, pick up there. But what I'm going to do for the train is I'm going to export the fertilizer. Just going to keep the game on pause while I set it up, because I'm going to be very interested to see if this is actually going to work. We're going to export the fertilizer, and what I'm going to do here is, where's the fertilizer drop off? You're going to load fertilizer, and you're going to deliver bio waste 100%. Let me just get back up to where the distribution office is. If I see 2 trains leaving, I'm going to be very happy. If nothing happens, then I've got a big headache. Okay, there's 1. He's got lots of carriages, so he's going to go up that way. Yep, there's the 2nd train going. Brilliant. Because I'm hoping that this setup will keep this clear. So the next thing I want to do is, we've got, I think this is construction waste. I'm pretty sure this is construction waste. This is mixed waste. And this is hazard. Oops, no. Oh, that one's not finished yet. I think he's just got a little bit of track left to lay here. So they're going to have to mix it with the trains. And what I want to do is back over to here. And Matt's hazardous waste. This is, pretty sure this is the bio waste. Mixed waste, sorry. So you're going to unload mixed waste. 100%. Oops. Messed up the, do it this way, can't we? Up the train distribution office. And this is going to be construction waste. And yeah, one thing I do want to do with the construction waste is want these, because I don't want these trains running backwards and forwards. So we're going to set this to 10%, actually 20%. I don't want the train, these running backwards and forwards with small amounts. I want them to get, I want them to pick up that. But the bio waste, I want it picked up regularly. Or because, yeah, I can't really, I would like to say pick up all the fertilizer. So this is now empty. That now leads into the next thing I want to do. And I had to clear the fertilizer first. Because again, because what I've done is I've set a train up in here, and I built the train off camera, guys, because of course it's a fiddly process, because I had to send the electric train there to pick up the wagons and then assemble the train. And what we're going to do now is get rid of that. That was when I was messing about doing the loading. And what we're going to do is come into here. We've got a big pile of biological waste. Load 100%. Wait until loaded. Now, the reason I'm using manual trains is simply that the power lines running through here are going to be a bit sketchy. And that's putting it politely. And we need to deliver you here. Wait until unloaded. Down to here. And I'm just going to release the train. And we're just going to follow the train. Now, what should happen is that this train should go to the dump, pick up a full load of bio waste, which was be mixed in with fertilizer, and then that fertilizer should then, because it's bio waste, should be pulled in and processed. But my main concern is whether the actual fertilizer factory will pull in the fertilizer or leave it behind, and that's what I want to test. Because in a way, bio waste is a bit of a kind of a mixture. Right, this is loading, and while that's loading, because it's going to take a little while to load, I just want to show you something else that I'm experimenting. Oh, good. This is now finished. What I want to do here, let's just put that over there, is put in a cargo pickup here, because what happened is, let me just put the cargo pickup in, and then I'll explain what I'm doing. I'll just put you there, and get the various crews on it, the road crew on it. Because what actually happened is, and I don't know if this is actually a bug or whether it's just something that's just a curiosity of the building, is that this filled up with plastic. You can see it's already up to nearly half full already. And I sent a truck in to pick the plastic up, but the loading time was just so slow, it then blocked the drop-off of the mixed waste. So what I'm hoping to do is get this cargo loading point here, and then what that means is I can put either put the drop-offs onto this, and then just leave these two slots to pick up the plastic, which we can then move to here, and then take it from there. Anyway, just let the game run. Right, the train's now moving. And of course, he's going to go all the way up across the map. Now, I have signaled this up, but I'm not exactly 100% certain whether this is actually going to work. Now, this is the first time the train's run up here, so actually I should be keeping an eye. But the engine wattages are getting a bit low because we're way away from any power substation now. But the voltage is holding up, so the train is still keeping up 160 kilometers an hour, despite the wattage dropping down. This is the reason why I'm using manual trains rather than trains running from the distribution office, because I can't afford to have too many trains running along this track at any one time, simply because if we do, we're going to be in trouble. So we're just going to come up over here, over the bridge. Nice little run through though, isn't it? Oops. Looks like the train substations are being repaired now as well. Again, that's good to know. Yeah, we've got hooked up with a construction train here, which is not helping matters very much. Now we've got another train there coming here. Yeah, the construction trains have been a bit of a nuisance. Normally I'd remove all the little crossovers, but now we've got to delete demolish them. It's a pain because how do you get out to demolish a crossover from a point which is going on? Let's get up here now. I just want to get ahead of the train. Just want to see we got a tiny bit of fertilizer in again. See, this is going to be a problem, because the train is unloading, but it's unloading directly into the fertilizer plant. And it's being blocked by that tiny little bit of fertilizer. I'd guess what happened is the truck dropped off a small amount and it was turned into fertilizer immediately. So we're not really producing enough here. I was hoping that this train would get in quick enough to actually put a big pile of bio waste in there. It's like we've actually got getting some mixed waste here. We need to think about that. These are the mixed waste guys. You picking up? Why are you? Yeah, well, you're not working. That was my first experiment to try and get rid of that little bit of fertilizer, but these guys won't because this is saying bio waste. So we might as well just get rid of these. You need to get into here. You need to pick up the mixed waste and send it to here. Get you to go to there. Like that guy will go into there. See, now we got a bit of an impasse because this train can't unload, and we're not getting. And we got 0.1 tons of fertilizer in there. You actually unloading? What are you? No, you're picking up fertilizer. Okay. Where are you going? It's a large farm. See, these guys are unloading bio waste, but they're unloading such small amounts. And it's been immediately sucked into here. And we can't send out a train. This is a pain in the neck. What we really need here is both of these connected up. So that if they get connected up, one can drop off the bio waste and another one has got 8.1 tons. I mean, it's working after a fashion. I mean, this guy's working as long as the bio fertilizer is. Trouble is how full are my farms? Wow. Again, I've got a problem with crops. So go back to what like I said at the top of the video is the economy isn't balanced for processing the waste. That's the problem. I'm not getting enough, but I was hoping that that bio waste would come in. What are we doing over here? Have you finished? This route's finished now. Okay, good. Got some hazardous waste here. We can put the hazardous waste on here now. Just put it in. Oh, what's this? How big is this? 50, 45. We'll set the hazardous waste to 10%. 10%. No, we'll go 10%. I don't want it to pile up too much because then it would cause pollution. Let me just get over to here. I'll just set up the hazardous waste. And that will come there. Off the hazardous waste. I'm gonna need. I need another distribution office. What I have got is these guys. They're spreading around the fertilizer, but they're not doing that much. So I think we'll give you the job of picking up the hazardous waste. You can pick up hazardous waste and delivering it to there. Come on, do it, game. You can unload there. Hazardous waste. Now exactly now here I had exactly the same problem as I had down in the lower part of the map with plastic. And what I've got at the moment is the trucks are delivering the plastic to there. So we have produced a little bit of plastic. But what I'm thinking here is I want to do another bit of an experiment. So we're going to come in here and I'm going to put, if I want to get, come on, you can do it. And I think we'll just hook up you, mud road. And then we get 1, 3, 4, 4, 8, 8. And then we'll set this to high priority. I'm just trying to find out a way to get the plastic waste out of here without using these loading bays. Although technically this one wasn't as bad as the other one because we got this drop-off site here, but it's still not brilliant. This guy's still sat here because he's slowly unloading. It's not good. We still got that 0.1 tons of annoying. I need a critical mass of bio waste in here, but of course this is pulling directly into here. What are you doing? He's put 6.5 tons of, but it's going. The problem is it's going straight into this fertilizer plant. I'm just wondering. I'm just going to try something else. Now wait for this train to leave. Oh, okay, we got a problem with the train. I've got the fact that we hadn't tested the route. Okay, so we must have a problem with a signal here. There it is. Find the train. You're going to be happy, right? I have a plan. We're gonna shut down the plant for the moment. What that should do is that's what I'm trying to do. Aha! He's now taken that out. What I want to do is try and build up a little bit of biological waste in here. Because I don't think we're going to have a shortage of... let me just see. I mean, at the end of the day, if I can get this sorted, it's far more important than the fertility of the farms. Because at the moment, let's have a look here. Well, we don't have that. See, we need lots of fertilizer, but we need to get ahead of the game with respect to train. This guy's loading the construction waste. You are picking up the biological waste. Okay. We can start getting some critical mass biological waste going. Right. Just trying to think of any other way. And I think this is going to be the actual problem with this processing, recycling stuff, is trying to get that balance to get enough in one place to keep the whole thing chugging along. Because just to give you a bit of a recount, this is the entire amount of steel. We've got 44 tons of steel here. Actually, that's not bad. Actually, we've got a great big pile of gravel building up, which I need to find something to do with. The plastic is let me just see. We're getting a reasonable amount of plastic, but it's still not a phenomenal amount, and most of the stuff is just being burnt here. And we've got mixed waste here. I'm a little bit worried about that. Kind of feel that we need this to be picked up. See, these aren't garbage containers. These are actually... There's big garbage container export, but it says internal garbage. But is this actually being picked up? I'm not convinced that's being picked up. Let me just see. Let me just put you there. Pick up mixed waste. Oh no, what am I doing? Sorry. Bit of a failure there. Of course, this is what goes into here. Yeah, nearly made a mistake there. Sorry about that. I keep forgetting that this is pure ash, and that needs to go into here, and then it gets spread around here, which should then allow it to decompose. Right. So if we built up any biological fuel situation here, composition here, 50% fertilizer. Right, we're going to get a few workers in here. Get 10 in here and see if we can actually get this running. As you can see, the fertilizer is decomposing, because what's actually happening is that the fertilizer up here, apologies for jumping around the map, but this is kind of quite important. The bio waste that's here is already turned into fertilizer again, because we're not getting enough bio waste from here. Plus, probably what's happening is that we're probably not got all the containers that we've got actually sorting the waste out to bio waste. And by that I mean, if we come to here, waste thingy. See, I've got this one here. It's biological waste. So we've really got to start putting this in and getting it sorted. I think I've got another one out here. I put one out here. I think this is for mainly construction waste. So, because I'm trying to kind of separate things out a little bit. Maybe a little bit too much for construction waste here. Use that down a little bit. Put some bio waste in there. And does this produce hazardous waste? Yes, it does. We need to get a little bit of hazardous waste production into there. Get that going. What are you doing? You've got biological waste, but you don't produce that much biological waste. I've got a water processing plant here. I don't know what you're getting. Production waste, biological waste. I don't think you produce anything as hazardous, is it? Just biological and construction waste. Get a couple of those as well. Actually, maybe 4. Oops. 3 of those in there. How far off are you? It doesn't quite reach the fire station. I put a foot. Is there a footpath through here? No, there's not. I put a footpath through there. I'm not gonna do it, is it? Okay. I think I built another one in here. That's picking up biological waste. We've got one here. This is a new one. This is biological. I think we'll just leave. I think this guy's set. Let me just check the office here. I think I've done all the settings for. This is a vehicle repair station. Sorry, wrong one. This one. Yeah, I've set this one up for plastic. So what we could do is just try and split the load a little bit here. We've got one plastic there. So I've got plastic there. But a plastic and metal scrap in there as well, alongside the biological biological waste, plastic waste, a little bit of metal scrap as well, so we can get that going. I think, where's the repair station here? Where's the repair station? Have a look. We've got workers in here. This train unloading. See how quickly this goes through the... I mean, this thing's burning 30 tons a day. So that train is bringing up 128 in there. Right, so I think we've managed to get this in some kind of status quo, but oh, it's not good. We got piles and piles of mixed waste here now. I'm hoping that because this is full, the distribution office won't. But the thing is, we've got to... let me just see. Yeah. So this is picking up from here. Oh. I missed any production electricity problem. I can guarantee where that is. Yes, it's there. So these guys are picking up quite well. How are we doing over here? This guy's keeping well ahead. That's the hazardous treatment plant. How are we doing for plastic? Plastic's building up quite slowly. Getting a little bit of plastic. Right, what I want is... apologies for that, guys. Is Windows wanted me to set up all their rubbish. Right, what was I trying to do? Oh yeah, vehicle repair bay. We built one. Was it here? That's the small clinic. That's got a hazardous problem, and we're going to need to fix that. This is the vehicle repair station. I just want to find this guy. Where are you? Yeah. Just up here by the fire station. What I'm going to do is we're going to start using our recycled stuff. You're buying aluminium. Where's the steel coming from? Steel pickup. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to start using our steel from here. Going to be our steel pickup, so that we don't. If we're manufacturing it, we might as well use it. We don't really have enough plastic building stuff. Okay, so what we can do now. So what we'll do now is get. I am going to do. This is just a repair building. So what we're going to do is put you on the gravel pickup here. Because we've got to start using this gravel. Because these guys aren't building very much at the moment, and they're just probably using it for repairs and stuff like that. Because obviously my building program is a little bit kind of off the pace at the moment. In fact, let's just have a quick look over here. Yeah, this whole area is finished. Okay, let me just put in some footpaths here. What I've done here is I've put some footpaths in with street lights. And the idea is I'm just going to put you like that. So we're just going to set those This is more of a little bit of an experiment, and what I want to do now is we're going to put a school. Oh yeah, we've got different schools now, haven't we? There's a small school. Wow, that's a bit big. What we got here? And none of the schools actually now have. Well, that's good to know. Shows how long since I built a school. You have to be a bit careful now. I think we'll put a school just here, like that, and kindergarten just there. That can reach all this area here. I want to leave a space because we've got to put the garbage collection in as well. Actually, we can put the kindergarten just about there. We do need to hook up. I'll just use an ordinary asphalt footpath there. And what that would do is just keep these guys going. Right, let me just one more look at here. We've got fertilizer dump here. We could put fertilizer in there should we need it. Not that it's going to be a problem. Not store export fertilizer. Good. Right, I think we're getting there now, though this is still decomposing. Got these trucks here. This is a real cause for concern. There's no way these trucks are picking up fast enough. But then again, we're not getting vast quantities here because this is just the mixed waste coming down from the top of the map. Anyway, let me just see. This is now built. Set this to plastic waste 46%. And what I want to do is see if this will actually get out that way. No mixed waste. So we're just not getting enough coming in here to actually see here. I'm just going to scoot down south. Oops. Not here. Right, this has been built. Now, who is it that picks up from the plastic waste? Where are you picking up from? Okay. Yeah. Why are you picking up plastic waste from there and you're taking it to the landfill? I don't want you doing that anymore. Come out. Right, you're picking up from the separation. I don't want you picking up from the separation anymore. What I want is you picking up from here. Plastic waste. And I think we've got to set this to okay. What's your pickup point? Ah, because I didn't set up the well, it was a good test, but well, set this to 50%. think it's 50% because I don't want you running up here every 5 minutes. So if we set you to 50%, that will give you enough for a load of plastic. As you can see, we've got 2 trucks here, and now they're going to spend a lot of time. This is what I was saying. So we know this works. That might be the better solution. Now, while we're here, actually, we've got metallic waste here. I'm going to need to set up other trains now to 31 tons of plastic. We got. I'd like to ship the plastic north, but I'm going to have to set some trains up to move the plastic up, backwards and forwards. So the biological waste is going quite well. My instinct is to put more biological waste onto here now. I can't remember how much. Which one of you guys? Let me just see. Where are you dropping the biological waste? Okay, you're dropping the biological waste here. So the biological waste output from here is from that area there. Let me just check up here. Let me just see. Because I am thinking fertilizer plant here. We've got a little bit of biological waste here. This dump is being emptied. I don't think anything. Okay, where are you bringing biological waste in from? You're bringing it in from Ironton. Okay, but this is just slowly turning into fertilizer, I think. That's again, I haven't really sorted this out. We got this area here. I just want to check on. You're picking up not 19%. Want you to go to there. Loading here. Yeah. Actually, change of plans. What's the loading here? I want to try and get a kind of chain. Right, you're completely biological. Right, change of plans. You won't drop off there. You are going to drop off here. We're going to unload the biological waste there. You can get to 100%. Hopefully that will work. I've never dropped off anything here. And then you guys will pick up the biological waste from here, or wherever it is from here, anything you want, and take it to the top bit up the top here. Right, let me just see whether these guys will actually do that. Just going to follow you. I think if I can daisy chain these transfer offices, we can. That means we can. If we can't use trains, it means we can use the trucks to move there. But it's the sheer amount of fuel that's been consumed. It's just massive. Just can see the sheer number of trucks being. Let's just see if you will. Okay, that guy's is bypassed it, so he. Yeah. So we still don't know whether this is actually going to work. That's another one. Your mixed waste. think it's just going to work up to the outside edge here. Where are you? Right, I'm just going to wait for this guy because he must definitely. I have. No, they're up. They're both all delivering up to here at the moment. Right, so that's going to have to wait. And I'm actually running out of time on this video, so what I'm going to do is just have a quick Skype round, go back up and just see how things are going up here. See what we got here. Right, we just got quite a nice long train leaving here with 1.7. How come you've got 5? You're carrying 1.7 tons of biological waste. That does not make sense. I'm a bit worried about the fact that these guys, not sure why that train had to be so long. Let's have a look here. Construction waste. Yep. Just want to see if I've cleared out everything from here. This is now empty. This is still shrinking. You're delivering water to there. Okay, so we can't empty this. This has to disappear under its own steam, whether we like it or not. See, I think now we've got the distribution system running. It's thing, but we're not getting the quantities that I wanted. That's the downside. Guy obviously likes the construction waste. Okay, one final look at here, and let's see. We can do is we can preempt this. Where is it? Where's the new farm? This can hold 270 tons. We don't want to put all 270 tons in, but we can put about 50% in there. I certainly need this built. We don't have any road connections here. Not good. We need that built. We need this built to there. We need that built to there. Any long roads here will come out to there. This will give me something for. Right, we got a long road into there. Actually, this one, long road from there. There. That's built. That's built. I think this one's going to have to be a big mud road. What's this here? This is the substation. This needs to be built. And this needs to be connected. I'm hoping to get this operational for next spring. So there. You can there. You can connect there. You've got a connection. You eventually have a connection there. You have eventually have a connection there. You've got a connection there. You've got a connection there. Where was that? This needs to be high priority. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do is play through until the spring. Hopefully the farm will be ready by then. In fact, just I prioritize that one. that isn't quite so important, but we certainly want the farm going there. You can hold fertilizer. We're now coming in here, and we are now running slightly ahead. This is a real cause for concern, and the fact that that's filling up way too quickly. So's this. I think I'm going to need another. These are the guys delivering fertilizer. These are the ones doing the mixed waste. I'm going to need another distribution office here for the you there. This will have to be for the construction waste, because this is filling up and we need to get that into there. Wow. It's all go. Anyway, I've definitely got to stop now, so this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.